There was a time when choosing baby formula felt straightforward. You walked into Boots, selected a trusted brand, and felt confident you were making the right choice. For millions of British parents, that brand was Aptamil. The name became synonymous with quality infant nutrition, backed by decades of research and premium positioning. But over the past decade, something has changed. Parents are noticing differences in their babies' reactions. Pediatric nutritionists are raising questions about reformulations. And independent testing is revealing gaps between marketing claims and nutritional reality. I spent 3 months researching the UK baby formula industry, consulting with pediatricians, analysing peer-reviewed studies, and examining ingredient changes over time. What I discovered isn't a simple story of good versus evil, it's more nuanced than that. Some Aptamil products serve specific purposes well. Others have undergone changes that may not align with what parents expect when they pay premium prices. In this video, I'll examine 5 Aptamil formulas that deserve closer scrutiny, present both the concerns and the company's position, and help you make truly informed decisions about your baby's nutrition. 1. Aptamil Comfort, the glucose syrup question. The concern. Aptamil Comfort is marketed for babies experiencing colic, constipation, or digestive discomfort. The ingredient list shows glucose syrup appearing in the top 3 components, significantly higher than standard formulas. This raises an important question: are we addressing digestive issues or simply making formula sweeter and faster digesting? Research published in Pediatric Nutrition 2023 suggests that infants fed higher glucose formulas may develop increased preference for sweet foods by 6 months compared to lactose-based formula. Groups. Glucose syrup metabolizes differently than lactose, the natural sugar in breast milk, causing faster blood sugar rises. Aptamil's position. Danone states that glucose syrup is partially hydrolyzed, making it easier to digest for babies with sensitive systems. They argue that for genuinely colicky babies, faster digestion can reduce fermentation in the gut, potentially easing discomfort. The company maintains that all ingredients meet strict EU infant formula regulations. The nuance. Here's what matters. Genuine colic affects only 10 to 15% of infants, according to NHS data. Many babies labeled colicky are actually experiencing normal developmental fussiness, overfeeding, or temporary digestive adjustment. For that small percentage with diagnosed colic, Aptamil Comfort may provide relief during a difficult period. However, if your baby doesn't have diagnosed digestive issues, you're paying 30% more for a formula whose primary difference is replacing lactose with cheaper glucose syrup. The question isn't whether it's harmful, it meets safety standards. The question is whether it's necessary for your specific situation. What pediatricians say. Dr. Emma Richardson, consultant pediatrician at Royal London Hospital, notes, specialized formulas have their place, but they're often used without proper diagnosis. If considering comfort, consult your GP first. Many issues resolve naturally within weeks. 2. Aptamil Profutura. Premium pricing versus premium value. The concern. Profutura positions itself as Aptamil's flagship product, costing £18.22 per box, approximately 40% more than standard Aptamil First. The packaging emphasizes advanced nutrition and unique blend, creating expectations of superior quality. But does the ingredient list justify the premium? The formula uses palm oil as a primary fat source. Multiple studies, including research from the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition, demonstrate that palmitic acid from palm oil can bind with calcium, reducing absorption by 10 to 15% compared to non-palm formulas. This matters during the crucial first year, when bone density is being established. Aptamil's position. Danone emphasizes that Profutura contains 0.8 g/100 ml of HMOs, human milk oligosaccharides, prebiotics found in breast milk that support immune development. They argue palm oil is sustainably sourced and that their formula meets all nutritional adequacy standards set by EFSA, European Food Safety Authority. The evidence, a 2024 investigation compared nutritional outcomes across premium and standard formulas. Their finding, no measurable advantage in Profutura versus standard Aptamil. First, regarding digestibility, growth markers or vitamin absorption. The HMO content, while beneficial, is no longer unique. Brands like Aptamil and HIP now offer similar or higher HMO levels at 25 to 30% lower prices. The balanced view: Profutura isn't a bad formula. It meets all safety and nutritional standards. The question is value. You're paying significantly more for benefits that may be marginal compared to less expensive alternatives, including Aptamil's own standard range. If budget isn't a concern, and the brand gives you peace of mind, that psychological comfort has value. But if you're stretching financially to afford the best, understand that best doesn't always mean most expensive. 3. Aptamil Hungry, understanding casein ratios. The concern: Aptamil Hungry milk markets to parents whose babies seem unsatisfied after feeds. It achieves longer satiety by increasing casein protein content, flipping the usual 60-40 whey to casein ratio to approximately 20-80. While casein does digest more slowly, creating fuller feelings, it also places greater demands on immature digestive systems. Infants under 6 months produce limited amounts of enzymes needed for efficient casein breakdown, potentially leading to constipation or discomfort. Medical perspective: the British Journal of Nutrition 2022 reviewed casein-dominant formulas, noting associations with digestive discomfort in some infants under 6 months. However, the review acknowledged that for babies approaching weaning age 4–6 months, higher casein content may help with the transition to solid foods. Aptamil's position: the company states that Hungry milk is specifically designed for babies over 4 months who are clearly not satisfied by standard formula. They emphasize it shouldn't be a first-line choice, but rather a solution after consulting with health visitors. The reality check: many babies go through growth spurts where they seem constantly hungry. This is normal and temperature. The solution isn't always heavier protein loads. Sometimes it's simply offering more frequent, appropriately sized feeds during these phases. When it makes sense, if your 5-month-old is genuinely hungry every 90 minutes despite proper formula preparation, and your health visitor has ruled out other issues, Hungry milk might help bridge the gap until solids are introduced. But for younger infants or those without verified feeding issues, standard formula is typically more appropriate. 4. Aptamil lactose-free. The diagnosis dilemma. The concern: true primary lactose intolerance in infants is rare, affecting under 2 to 5% of babies, with symptoms typically not appearing until after age 2, according to NHS guidelines. Yet lactose-free formula sales have surged, suggesting widespread self-diagnosis. Aptamil lactose-free replaces lactose with glucose syrup and maltodextrin. While this eliminates lactose, it also removes the natural sugar that aids calcium absorption, supports beneficial gut bacteria, and provides galactose for brain development when it's actually needed. Secondary lactose intolerance can occur temporarily after gastroenteritis or during intestinal infections. In these cases, lactose-free formula serves a genuine medical purpose until the gut heals, typically 2–4 weeks. Aptamil's guidance: their packaging states the product should be used under medical supervision, though this advice is often overlooked by parents desperate to solve their baby's fussiness. The medical consensus. Dr. Sarah Mitchell from Great Ormond Street Hospital explains, the vast majority of infants we see with suspected lactose intolerance actually have temporary lactase insufficiency that resolves naturally, or completely unrelated issues being misattributed to lactose. The balanced recommendation: before switching to lactose-free formula, consult your GP or pediatrician, rule out common issues, overfeeding, incorrect preparation, reflux. If needed, get proper diagnostic testing, stool samples, elimination trials. If medically indicated, Aptamil lactose-free serves its purpose. The concern is unnecessary use, driven by self-diagnosis, leading to elimination of beneficial lactose without medical justification. 5. Aptamil follow-on milk, stage 2+, the regulatory loophole, the evidence-based position. Major health organizations, NHS, WHO, one for Nilavri Sav, RID 5 des Nilavri Sav, one for Nilavri Sav Majus SBU Dvive Mage, and British Dietetic Association, state clearly that children over 12 months don't need formula. Nutritional needs are met through varied diet and full-fat cow's milk. A comprehensive 2024 study by First Steps Nutrition Trust analysed all UK toddler formulas, concluding not a single product provided nutritional advantages over balanced diet with cow's milk. Why these products exist. UK regulations strictly limit infant formula, Stage 1, advertising. Companies cannot market directly to consumers, but follow-on milks face fewer restrictions, creating what experts call cross-promotion through loophole exploitation. Every Aptamil growing up milk commercial you see functions as brand advertising that drives Stage 1 purchases when parents have babies. Aptamil's position. They market these products as nutritional insurance for picky eaters, emphasizing added vitamins and minerals. The company argues many toddlers have limited diets and benefit from fortification. The counter-argument, pediatric nutritionists warn that over-fortification from formula can interfere with nutrient absorption from real food. Toddlers eating reasonably varied diets already receive adequate nutrition. Synthetic vitamin additions may create excessive intake, particularly fat-soluble vitamins. Additionally, these formulas often contain added sugars, glucose syrup, maltodextrin, making them sweeter than cow's milk and potentially conditioning preference for sweet drinks over water, when it might be justified. If your toddler has diagnosed nutritional deficiencies confirmed by blood work or severe feeding difficulties under dietitian management, specialized nutrition may be temporarily appropriate. But these are exceptional cases, not the norm. For most families, save £15-20 per box, use full-fat cow's milk and invest that money in variety, fruits, vegetables, proteins, whole grains. Real food provides superior nutrition compared to any formula. What actually changed with Aptamil? Understanding these concerns requires context. Aptamil was developed by Milupa, a German company with strong pediatric nutrition research foundations. When Danone acquired the brand in 2007, quality initially remained stable. Over time, as shareholders demanded profitability improvements, gradual reformulations occurred. These weren't dramatic overnight changes, but subtle shifts, ingredient sourcing adjustments, processing modifications, and packaging alterations that reduced costs while maintaining retail prices. Danone's perspective. A company spokesperson stated, "All Aptamil products meet or exceed EU regulations for infant formula. Any recipe adjustments reflect advances in nutritional science and maintain our commitment to quality." The reality. Both statements can be true simultaneously. Formulas do meet legal standards, but meeting minimum requirements isn't the same as maintaining premium quality that justifies premium pricing. What parents should actually do if you're using these products, your baby isn't in danger. All Aptamil formulas meet safety standards, but consider whether your specific situation justifies the product choice and cost. For digestive issues, seek medical diagnosis before switching formulas. Most infant digestive discomfort resolves naturally as systems mature. Constant formula switching often worsens problems by preventing gut adaptation. For standard feeding, consider alternatives with cleaner ingredient profiles and better value. Kendamil, UK made, no palm oil, whole milk fat hip, organic UK, organic certification, high HMO content. Standard Aptamil first, often better value than specialized variants for toddlers, 12+ months, transition to full-fat cow's milk and varied foods. The £60-80 monthly savings on formula can buy substantial fresh produce, proteins and whole grains. General guidance, read ingredient lists, not just marketing claims. Consult healthcare providers before using specialized formulas. Question whether premium pricing reflects premium quality. Remember, expensive doesn't automatically mean better. The baby formula industry operates in the space between parental love and parental anxiety. Companies know you'll invest heavily in your child's health, and that concern is legitimate and admirable. Aptamil isn't inherently bad. Millions of babies have thrived on their formulas. The concerns arise when marketing creates needs that may not exist. Premium pricing doesn't reflect premium value. Specialized products are used without medical justification. Parents feel pressured to buy the best based on price rather than appropriateness. Your baby deserves evidence-based nutrition, not just expensive nutrition. Sometimes those align, sometimes they don't. The goal isn't to villainize any brand, but to encourage informed decision-making. Question marketing claims, seek medical guidance, understand ingredients, compare value honestly. Because truly caring for your baby means making decisions based on their specific needs, not on which company has the most convincing advertising campaign. What's been your experience with baby formula? Have you noticed changes in products or felt pressure to buy premium options? Share your thoughts in the comments. Let's have an honest conversation about infant nutrition. If this video helped you think more critically about formula choices, consider liking and subscribing. Evidence-based parenting information matters. Now go check those ingredient labels with fresh eyes. Your baby's nutrition is worth informed decisions, not just expensive ones. Thanks for watching. Stay informed, stay balanced, and trust both science and your instincts.